today on Kaiju Wars, this battle's between Nozuki and Anguirus, 1955. So let's get into it. Nozuki is from the Godzilla vs. Kong movie that's coming out later this month, around the 25th or 30th, wherever you live. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. They're these giant winged cobras. That's it. Meanwhile, Anguirus was Godzilla's first monster opponent. And he first looked like this. Yeah. Buenos dias, motherfucker. Yeah, anyways, Anguirus looked like this. A giant Kylosaurus with teeth. Anyways, Warbat. I mean, Nozuki. Don't use Warbat. Warbat, we don't use that. We call him Nozuki because Nozuki sounds cooler. And plus, if they changed the name, I sort of fuck, man. Okay, Nozuki, what do you have? Well, there's no exact size for Nozuki, but based on the videos and research I've been doing, we're going to say Nozuki is around 940 feet long. Nozuki is 940 feet long, and when standing up like a cobra, like this form, he can reach up to heights up to around 400 feet. Yeah, 400 feet. When coiled up like a cobra, spreading his wings. Now Anguirus. Well, this Anguirus, the first variation of Anguirus was 164 feet tall, 328 feet long, and weighed around 30,000 metric tons or 33,000 metric. So this Anguirus weighs around 33,000 tons. So yeah. Now weapons. Well, Nozuki can fly, has venomous fangs, which you can just, like an actual cobra of today. Constriction, and yeah, that's it. And tail slap. It's also an expert climber since it's a snake. It can fly up, I'll be right back. Anyway, so yeah. And what about Anguirus of today? Of 1955 Anguirus? Well, headbutt. He can turn into he has a protective back, He can slash and grab his opponents. He can wrestle them. He can kick and stomp on them. He can bite, headbutt. He has a spiky armor back, so he can just turn around and hurl himself towards his opponents. He can tail slap them, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, how will Nozuki defeat Anguirus? Well, Nozuki will probably just go for the exposed parts, constrict him like a cobra, like a freaking python, and there. Dead. Anguirus, on the other hand, well, he just has to bite the cobra's skull, and there. That's it. And it's like a mongoose going against a cobra. But instead, that cobra has fucking bat wings. And the giant freaking and the mongoose has a spiky back and looks like a spiky dinosaur. Okay, fight, shall we? Anyways, this fight takes place in Tokyo, so let's get into it. Anguirus is just walking through the city, crashing shit, And then Nozuki flies into battle and lands. He looks at this peculiar armadillo dinosaur. Anguirus roars loudly at the giant snake. The snake hisses loudly and starts biting its head, but that doesn't work because he has spikes on his head. So Nozuki is forced to lunge back, and he's like, "Ow!" Anguirus notices that he's a threat finally, and then headbutts Nozuki down and starts biting his neck. Nozuki starts constricting around Anguirus, but Anguirus has spiky armor, so he can't retreat. So he can't, constrict as good as an armored predator. Prey item. Nozuki realizes that he's in a heap of trouble, so Nozuki flies up and up and up. Anguirus is holding on for dear life, And then Nozuki's like, fuck it, I'm gonna shake around like a freaking girl's ass in a music video. So he does that, and Anguirus falls down onto that nearby Ferris wheel, and Anguirus gets up and roars loudly at the giant flying cobra. Nozuki curls up into like a attack form and spreads her wings. Yes, Nozuki's a girl. Nozuki spreads her wings and starts hissing at the giant dinosaur. The building that Nozuki's standing on, Anguirus just like, you know what, I'm gonna crash through it. So Anguirus crashes through the building Nozuki's on, and then Nozuki flies away. But Nozuki has to freaking glide, flap his wings, kind of. Flap her wings. Anguirus notices this and starts, flying towards, walking towards, Nozuki. And then jumps up and grabs her by the end of the tail, bringing Nozuki down. And to estimate, Nozuki probably weighs around like 50,000 tons at most. So yeah, Nozuki is pissed and starts biting Anguirus, but Anguirus' spiky armor is deflecting all the hits. And then Nozuki finally gets a bite off. Oh yeah, the neck! The exposed part of the neck. Anguirus then gets pinned down by Nozuki, and Nozuki starts constricting, kind of. His body's still spiky. Anguirus starts slashing the hell out of Nozuki's face, and Nozuki is forced to stop. But the damage is already done. Nozuki flies away, but not before Anguirus comes down and jumps on Nozuki and starts biting into her skull. Nozuki can't, Nozuki can't do shit, and then Anguirus just crushes her skull. Anguirus roars in victory, and yeah, but then dies. Oof! So verdict. In a fight between Nozuki and Anguirus is gonna win most of the time. It will be a close fight though because of that the venomous factor that Nozuki has, but still. Nozuki is going to be a formidable opponent, but the spiky armor of Anguirus is really going to help him win this fight. Anyways, who do you think would have won, Nozuki or Anguirus in 1955? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.